Hey guys, how's it going? My name's always and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. In the last episode, we went to the end and killed the dragon with our supremium bow with triple shot and our awesome armor that lets us have creative flight and everything good. Did we do all of the stuff in here? I don't actually know. Let's see. Haven't killed Chaos Dragons. We'll do that much later. I really don't like killing Chaos Dragons. So yeah, we did some stuff. Things happened. Everything was good. And yeah, we need to go back to the inn today. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually go back to the inn and start a Enderman Farm. Not for Ender Pearls, not for Enderman Heads, but for Dimlets. We need to get, well, dimension hopping relatively soon. So that is going to be the plan. Before we do that, though, we have a lot of seeds we can make. So let's go ahead and start making some seeds. One that I want to see, we have one draconium. We're going to want to keep the draconium for now, but as you can see, I have a lot of things in my inventory. Is there anything over here? No. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go to the alloy smelter. We're going to put ardite and cobalt. That should make 2 more pieces of manulin. And then we can make 6 different seeds pretty easily, pretty quickly, and go from there. So that's going to be the first thing we do today. Then we have to do some prep work with getting the mob grinder and all that kind of stuff that we're going to want to, well, kill Enderman. So first things first, we're going to need tier 3. Let's see. If I type in here, no, not tower, tier, we have a tier 5. That'll be for the manulin. So we need a tier 3. And we should have enough stuff for all this. We're going to need a tier 4 as well. So let's get, let's see, 1, 2, we're going to need 3 tier 4s. Actually, we can do 4 tier 4s, and then the last one will just be a tier 5. So this should all be pretty easy. So cobalt gets 1, pulsating iron, and energetic alloy both get 1. And then once this crafts the next tier, we'll get this. And so now we're going to need essence. We're going to need so control shift click. Yeah, we're gonna need 3 more of these. And we should be able to make the ardite seeds. So there's that. And then if we do the cobalt seeds, let's get like 20 of those. So we'll get cobalt, pulsating iron, and energetic alloy. And then we can do the tier 5s with vibrant alloy and manulin. Awesome. So 6 of those. We have ardite, cobalt, manulin, pulsating iron, energetic alloy, and vibrant alloy. And we'll start getting into some of the other ones soon enough. But for now, we'll take a break. As you can see, I have a bunch of these guys. One of the hardest ones for us to get right now is going to be uranium. Because in order to get uranium, there are a couple of different ways to get uranium. But one of the easiest ways, other than chickens, which is something we could actually do. I don't believe we have a uranium chicken, but we have all the stuff to get one. Maybe that's what we'll do. But we're going to need to get dimlets anyways, in order to get void ore miners and all that kind of stuff. But uranium, one of the easiest ways to do that is just get the ore. But the ore only comes from void ore miner. So we have the decision of either we go make a dimlet a new dimension to go explore and go do fun things there, or we get chickens. We're going to probably do both, but we'll see which one we get to first. So that'll be the plan. All right, with that stuff taken care of, let's go ahead and I want to actually dump off this stuff from my inventory. We're going to pick up our diamond chisel, and we don't really need our charge porter. We can come back pretty easily. But what we're going to need now is some mob grinder stuff. One of the things we're going to want, I think, is looting. Looting would be really nice to have. And so let's get like a bunch of gold nuggets. We're going to want 20 of these. So 10 for the new spawner and 10 for the old spawner. We have plenty of resources, so I'm not really worried about that. I guess let's just do this. And we don't really need the sharpness or anything like that. I don't care enough about that to really make that stuff. Any other upgrades, there's sharpness, looting, fire aspect, don't care. That would be nice if we were like killing animals. Then we could get like cooked meat and stuff like that. But smite, abandoned arthropods, beheading, all that stuff doesn't really matter much to us. So we're going to need to make another mob masher. The looting will be nice though. We'll get more stuff. So mob masher, I think we have everything but the middle row. So we're going to need some more iron spikes. Let's get a stick and some iron. Something, by the way, that I've learned is that, yeah, the storage drawers, these guys, if we want more storage, like priority, higher numbers is how you do that. Not lower numbers. Negative numbers are not like first choice, it's higher numbers. We're going to keep that on the highest priority. Other than that one, the essence is like, I put it at like 10 million or something. Ridiculous like that. But we're going to want to have a fairly high number for that, just because we're going to need a lot of, we're going to have everything want to go there. We might adjust things later, but for now, it's okay. So there is the new mob masher. Now we're going to want a couple more things. We're going to want ender chests. Not the vanilla style, but the non-vanilla style. So we're going to want 2 of these. So we're going to need blaze rods. And I think, is it like so? How do we use these? A plus sign. And we'll get a handful of blaze rods, because we're going to want 2 ender chests. And we'll set those with, I guess we'll use, let's see, do we have ink sacks? We do. And we'll set these to black. Now, if you're not familiar with ender chests, they work much like the vanilla ones. But there is a better thing. You can pipe items in and out of these. I don't think you can do that. Maybe you can now, but you never were able to do that with the normal ender chest, the vanilla ones. But you can also set the colors on the top. So this is white, white, white for both of them. They both open. But if I set one to black, 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 which is good for Enderman, I mean, makes sense, right? Only that one opens. So if I put something in here, I don't see it in here, which is really cool. It does use the dye, but that doesn't matter. So now they both open and items transfer. So you also don't need silk touch to break them, although weird textures. Okay, so we have our ender chest. That's how we're going to transport items back. We have the way we're going to kill the mobs, aka the Enderman. We're going to need an ender tether, which we've made before. A lot of this stuff is just similar things we've made already. We need an unstable ender pearl. So that's to prevent them from running away. And then we're going to need... what is an ender anchor? I have no idea what that is. You know, there is something we should make. I don't know if it's in here. Bottle of air. Real quick, let's go ahead and make the last ender thing we need, which is the ender hopper. This guy. So we're gonna need a hopper, which should not be too much of a problem for us. Go ahead and do that. And there's the ender hopper. Awesome. So we're gonna need some other things we'll get to in a second, but real quick, is the bottle of time? No, we do not have let's look up bottle of air. Okay. Maybe it's bottle o time. Let's see, I don't see it in here. So it might not be in this version of I think it's random things that has it. There's an item, maybe it's disabled. There's an item called Bottle of Time, which is super duper powerful. Basically lets you speed up things. It's a tick, what are they called? Tick increasers. It's much like the acceleration one, except it's free. So really nice, but not something we really need to worry about right now. We have a lot of sacrificial daggers. Okay, so let's see, what else are we going to need? We're going to need an angel block. That's kind of cool. Angel blocks, I don't know if we have any already. No. But these are super duper useful. We've used them before. Basically, they let you place blocks on nothing. We had one, but I don't know where it went. Maybe we lost it in the sky. Do we have any, like, ring of magnetization? We're going to want that, probably. We're going to want a lot of cobblestone, but then we're also going to want a lot of vector plates. So that's the last thing we need, is just a good number of vector plates. Let's get a stack or so. Okay. So with that taken care of, I want to check. Don't have any bullet chickens. We're gonna need a bunch of cobblestone. So I never really did set up like a cobblestone generator. We have a good bit down here. So we'll just take a good number of it. Let's go ahead and chisel all of this to make it look nicer. Let's do weathered bricks. Make it look, you know, old and decrepit, so that'll be good. Alright, do we have everything we need? We can take our charge porter, might as well, just in case we want to get out of there quickly. But what we're going to do is we're going to set up just a pretty basic Enderman Farm, and we actually don't need this ender chest. Now the nice thing about this is it's going to be completely, well, free. We're not going to have to worry about any sort of, like, see, those are crafters. Where am I drawing items in? We could draw items in there. So we'll put this guy just right back here. And we'll activate that later. Okay. So we have the charge porter. We're going to need the angel block first. And you know what? Let's grab a wand to build with. And we eat some cake. Go to the end. And so some of the big things that we're going to want to do with all this. Well, one, we're going to want to basically just... Okay, that's really weird. The cloud, it's like a... That is really weird generation. Okay. Journey map. So we want to basically, let's go mark the portal. That will be good to do. Waypoint, new portal. Not that it really matters too much because it is dead center. But let's just fly this direction for a little bit. Now the only other thing that we might have to worry about, but we can claim chunks. We can chunk load stuff. So that is going to be important as well. Trying to stay on this grid line. Actually a little bit harder than it looks. Let's try to get back to 0-ish. Alright, and this should be plenty far away. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our angel block. And we can just kind of encircle it with these weathered bricks. Now you have to break the angel block with a pick now. It used to be you could punch it with your hand. That's no longer the case. I don't know why that was changed. It's kind of a dumb change in my opinion, but whatever. Now we could use cursed earth here. And that's something that is definitely doable. But let's see. We're going to want a small little platform. We're going to need to make some stuff a little bit weird. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4. So that would be a good place for this guy. We'll put the Ender Hopper there later. And then we can put the Mob Masher right here. Add our upgrades. We're going to need things I didn't bring. Because he needs a redstone signal. So actually, let's take that out, break this, and we'll put it up 1. And that shouldn't really affect anything. So 9. Just go ahead and do something like this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Interior, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. So we'll do a 9 by 9. Well, technically it's 11 by 11, but still, get the idea. And we're going to need slabs. That's something I forgot to bring. We're going to need just kind of a little bit of wood. And we're going to need to make this like so tall. 2, 3, 4. And that should work. And we can start getting vector plates to the center. So this is going to be pretty easy to set up, in all honesty. And we can always get better vector plates. We could always do more of like a we could do a cursed earth setup if we want to. We'll see how efficient this is and whatnot, but we always have options. There are upgraded vector plates as well. Don't really want to have anything too crazy right now. Don't really need to. That is not centered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Whoops. Alright, this is easy to fix. We just bring this out one more block. And then do that. Cool. Now it's centered. So we'll just kind of pretend that one didn't happen. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh. And that's fine. Let's do the same over here. It's not. No. Let's break this one and this one, and put those like that. All right. So we're gonna need more vector plates. Not many more. Another, well, 8 actually. We can build up the wall a little bit more. So you get this taken care of. And again, we'll just kind of do this. And we'll improve it in a little bit. So there's going to be Endermen on top. None of the Endermen are going to die. But now we can place the Ender Hopper. Let's go over to this corner and put the Ender Tether. I guess we'll put the Ender Tether right here. And then we're going to want to waypoint this. So new Enderman Farm. It's even purple, which is kind of cool. That's actually pretty nice. And we'll head back to the portal before we finish up everything else there. So big things we need at this point with this is we need vector plates, we need slabs, and we need a lever. So we need some wood. We'll get some slabs. We'll do all that kind of fun stuff. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll chunk load that area. I didn't. Ooh, this could be a bad. Oh well, I'm not really chunk loading much because to be honest, we're gonna spend most of our time in the overworld anyways. There's only a little bit that we'll need to chunk load ever, but that's something that I didn't think of. It's not that big of a deal though. Alright, so slime. Let's get like a stack of slime. We're going to need one more set of vector plates. Let's get some stone. Actually, can we make... No. We'll keep a little bit of it. Actually, let's keep just... Those are just bricks. I want the weathered bricks. Let's keep all of our weathered bricks. And let's get a stack of stone bricks. And get as many stone brick slabs as we can. We don't need the angel block anymore. Let's get some wood. And let's see, what else are we going to need? We're going to need a lever. We're going to need... Actually, I think that's about it. Alright, so let's head back and finish up this whole thing. So, portal's over there. Go back to the Enderman Farm. We can travel fairly quickly. That is the nice thing about this armor set, is it is actually pretty good for just moving around. And it doesn't really matter where we put the Enderman Farm. As you can see, Endermen have already started spawning. Let's break this. Now they will spawn in here as well, so it's not that big of a deal. And I have a bad feeling I'm on a chunk boundary. Don't really care about doing any sort of like viewing area, but we probably will come and replace all this stuff with replace it all with cursed earth at some point. So you put this stuff in here. First thing we should probably do is go ahead and slab this. And let's see how bad did I do. Oh man, that's actually fine. We don't need this last wall, so we can just chunk load this specific chunk. Chunk loaded. So yeah, now this is chunk loaded. What that means is basically we never have to worry about anything. We don't have to be here in order for things to happen here. This chunk will act like, well, it will stay loaded. Chunk loading means chunk loaded. But what that's going to allow us to do is we'll still get the drops and everything from the Enderman, and Enderman will continue to spawn here and all that kind of fun stuff, even when we're not in the end or anywhere near this place. So that's what we want. Let's see, we're going to want to build this up just a little bit, I think. Not like that. We're going to want to break that and put this on the bottom. Enderman cannot spawn there. Do something like that. We'll put a torch there. And then we just need to put a lever, not there. A lever. Ooh, we cannot put a lever there. Alright, well, this is an easy fix. Go ahead and break that. Actually, no, it's an easier fix. We can just turn that on. Like so. Put that there. Okay, so if we come in here now, the mob grinder is on and working. And so if we head back home, which I'm just going to use the charge porter, it'd be easier, slightly quicker, then Enderman should start spawning there, and we should have no problem. Yeah, I kind of want to keep this guy in here. Alright, so here is the question. Is it working? That is the big question, and that is the concern. One of these days we'll probably chunk load this entire area. If we look at this, yeah, big things we're going to want to chunk load is this chunk, because this is our power. And we just shift. We do that. Chunk load all of this. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Cool. So this area will stay, well, working the entire time. So are we getting Enderman spawning over there? That is a question. And the only other thing that I can think of is that we might need some more cursed earth. Right-click soil with a drop of evil. Do we have any cursed earth? Because it does spread. Drop of evil. And dirt. So let's grab that. Is this working at all, though? Okay, well, I guess let's go ahead and go back real quick once more. Grab some eyes so we can replenish the cake. And then we'll eat it. We'll go ahead and turn that into cursed earth. I don't know why I didn't think to do that before. But, so we're going to have to rebuild the middle of it. That's not that big of a deal. We have things that can help us with it. So, let's head back over here. Nothing should be spawning up on top of the stuff or anything like that. Let's turn that off for a second. And we're going to have to break all of this stuff. Why did that hurt me? That shouldn't have hurt me. We're going to want to put dirt here. And break all of this stuff. Unfortunately, the vector plates are going to kind of push us around. But that's okay. So we can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just lost one. Whoops. All right. You know, before we break anything else, let's just do this. Sometimes the vector plates get caught on well, maybe they I don't know. Sometimes the vector plates seem to get caught on the other stuff before they get sucked into our inventory from the ring of magnetization. So that's kind of weird. I don't think it should happen like that, but it is. Hopefully we have all the stuff. What we can do is we know that if we place this here, we'll have exactly the amount of cobblestone that we need to replace all this stuff, so we can see if we have the same amount of vector plates. If we do, then we make the stuff cursed to earth before we put the vector plates on. If we don't, then we try again. We go get another vector plate. So not a big deal. But it is something we're going to have to work on. We'll also check the Ender Hopper, make sure we have everything. But this really shouldn't take that long to fix. I am going to put the cobblestone underneath the dirt because, in all honesty, I like the way that looks a little bit better. As well as it just kind of, when I know that there's something underneath, I know that there's less of a chance of losing stuff. I really probably should have brought another bit of cobblestone to replace the floor before doing all this stuff, but that's fine. So it looks like we picked up all of it. Let's see if there's anything in here. There's 3 and 12. So we lost 2. Okay. So this is going to be the easy part. We can just put dirt like so. And do that. Alright, so we have a stack. We will put on the dirt and only the dirt. And then see if we actually have... Alright, that all is taken care of. And there's no more cobblestone. So we're missing 2. So we'll go back to the portal. We'll go get another little bit of vector plates. We'll grab some more cobblestone as well, just so we can finish that up. Make it look like a box. And then we'll make the cursed earth. We'll probably Let's also grab a watering can. That will help speed up the the cursed earth becoming just kind of taking over. So we're gonna want vector plates. Let's just take two things of it, and let's see, cobblestone. Take the bricks. We're not really using the bricks. And is our chisel in here? Yes. So weathered bricks. We don't really need that much, so it's fine. Anyways, let's eat a fried egg. And let's go once again into the end. So once we get done with this, we'll go ahead and make a couple machines before ending the episode off. I wasn't planning on this taking the entire episode, but having to make these trips back and forth is definitely kind of, well, time consuming. There might be Endermen at one location. They could be inside as well. There is one spot currently that they can spawn on top of here. But let's just kill the Enderman. And I forgot to grab the watering can. That's fine. So if we do something center-ish, it converts it all. Now, as long as we don't look at the Enderman, we can manage. Endermen are the only things that are going to be spawning over here. So it doesn't really matter too much. Alright. We'll go ahead and just try to get all of this. We lose the drop of evil, don't we? That's kind of a bummer, but I mean, honestly, it's not that hard to get another one. Alright, everything else goes this way. Just don't look at the Enderman. Don't want them to be mad at me. And eventually they will make their way over there. And hopefully, let's see, does it look good? Yep, everything's the right direction. We can get out of here now. Put our weathered brick there. Put that there. And then just finish off the cobblestone base. Perfect. So now we can turn this on. They'll die. And we're going to get a lot of ender pearls. And that's good. So let's go home. We'll take a look at, make sure that this is working properly, which shouldn't be that hard to do. And we'll be able to go from there. So Enderman Farm, pretty easy. Probably should have brought the cursed earth to begin with. Should have probably thought of that, but I didn't. Sorry. Alright, so let's go home. Now, eventually we are going to resurrect the dragon. That is something that we need to do for reasons, which will become clear later. We already have some Dimlet Parcels. We'll just go ahead and put the weathered bricks in there. All this stuff can be put away. Ring of Magnetization can go in there. This stuff. Alright, here's the question. Do we have the bullets yet? No. Alright, well, that's fine. So we have a lot of like supplies and whatnot, but let's look at this. Is this still working? It is. I just saw that went from 2 to 5. We're getting plenty of stuff. Perfect. So now we can just always active. Pull that stuff out of the chest. We'll keep an eye on that, make sure that we don't need to put any speed upgrades or anything like that. But now, let's grab some conduits. And we're going to start making some dimension stuff. So, we're going to need dimension inscriber. We're going to need a dimension builder. We need awakened draconium for that. Ew. So we're going to need to get draconium pretty... I didn't look at that part. We don't need the dimension editor, but we're going to need the dimension inscriber. So let's go ahead and make one of these. And we just need paper. Cool. So there's the dimension inscriber. Now we're also going to need Dimlet stuff. We're going to need the Dimlet workbench, which is going to require another machine frame. But it's also going to require 2 crafting tables. That's easy enough. And this Dimlet base part. Now, there's no recipe for this. That's kind of the weirdness. So if we look at the Dimlets, I think the parcels are what we need, because I don't think that transforms into anything. Now, if we take one of these Dimlet parcels, we can open it, and we get a bunch of random things. Now, does that work? No. So we need... we need one of these base parts. And that's... you can get this by deconstructing other Dimlets in the Dimlet workbench. Let's grab a new chest. And this is something that we're going to need to do eventually anyways. So we're going to put this down. And we're going to dump all this stuff in here. We'll get to what all of this stuff is later. Probably next time. But there we go. Now we have some base parts. So you put the base part there and get the Dimlet workbench. Now I don't believe this requires power. Let's place it down. It does. Okay. So we're going to put the Dimlet workbench there. We're going to want the dimension inscriber. And then we're going to want the dimension builder and all that fun stuff. Now, here is my question. Can I put this stuff in here? Oh yeah, I can store all of it in there. Does this scroll? It probably scrolls once we get going. So we can break this, grab all this stuff. Because there's only so many types. But we'll get into what this kind of means later. We also need to have a system to open the Dimlet parcels. That'll be something important as well. So are we doing anything here? I mean, technically we did use an angel block to start a new thing. Age of Power. Age of the Traveler. Haven't done any of that stuff. We'll get to that later. That'll be fine. But anyways, one last thing I want to look at. And this is another thing that can help us get the Void Ore Miner. How bad is it to get to the Beneath? Unstable and quadruple compressed. Okay, that's actually not that bad. All right, so let's do something really quick. Let's grab 2 things. We're gonna want a compacting drawer, or like 3. Let's get like 2. So we need a few more pistons, and we're gonna need some basic drawers, which I don't know why my system doesn't know how to make, but whatever. We're gonna make 2 compacting drawers. We're gonna get some item conduits, and we're gonna get a cobblestone generator. The top tier. So I know that down here we have a tier 2. This is for lava. I will keep that for that. We'll just make a new one. Let's go ahead and grab one of these, and then we can just upgrade it to the top tier. Okay, we can get tier 3. Let's see if we can't grab the blaze for like half a second and get a little bit more essence. So we'll come back up to that in just a moment. Nothing in here. Actually, do we have any? We have some blaze rods in here. Never mind. You must go back to where you belong. To put the seed away. And then we'll just put these guys in here. I don't know why that happens. I've tried to do everything to prevent that, but it just doesn't seem to work. Alright, blaze seeds are in there. Alright, so we can make the top tier cobblestone generator. We have plenty of emeralds, so that's like not an issue. And we're gonna just put this down here, kind of out of the way. It doesn't need much room, so it can go just right here. And if we put that there, will it automatically? No. That's fine. And then we should be able to do something like this. Extract always active. In, out. Extract on brown. Always active. We'll grab a double compressed as soon as we get one. Put double compressed there. That will take it to quadruple compressed. And then this can be insert on brown. So this will just compress cobblestone for us. If we want anything higher than that, we just add another compacting drawer. Really easy, really simple, and that's all it takes. So that's going to be it for today's episode. We got a lot of work done. We made an Enderman farm, which, how is this? Okay, we need to speed that up a lot. You know what, actually, let's not put this here. Let's grab this ender chest. And we'll put it here. And that should be good. Let's get some speed upgrades. Conduit speed upgrades. And we need electrical steel. And what's the other thing? Pistons? Let's just do 5 for now. Once we have some electrical steel. And the question I have, we need some upgrades. Void upgrades? Upgrade. Upgrade. So we're going to need, let's see, we're going to want a void upgrade. Do I really not have any more obsidian? Let's go ahead and make plenty more obsidian. We're going to want like one, let's see, we're going to want more of these, which is going to require some sort of drawer. Let's make like 6 of those. Sticks. Alright, let's grab wood. This is a mess. We need to make a lot of like upgrades to stuff. So we'll do that. And then let's get a couple more void upgrades. And see, we're going to want one on this for right now. That shouldn't ever need one. And we'll kind of see from there. So we're going to be getting loot bags and all that kind of fun stuff. How is this doing? It's empty. Alright, it just took a little bit of time, but it's currently empty. Let's grab the speed upgrades nonetheless, and then we'll call the episode. So, 4 is fine. 4 will be fine for now. Eventually we'll get like emerald upgrades on all of this stuff, and it'll be great. It'll be good. We will get a lot of work done. So, and again, we'll probably change how this works a little bit as well. But yeah, so everything seems to be good. We have 17 Dimlet Parcels. We'll need to get a lot more. We have a ton of Enderman heads. We're going to have a ton of Ender Pearls. And we can kind of go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!